Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Woo!
So glad to be here with all of you.
I can't believe it's April.
I know. I can't believe it's already April.
18th.
I know.
It's my birthday.
I know. It's his
Again.
birthday today. How old are you, honey?
I am 44 years old.
And who are you?
And my name is Jean-Luc.
And I'm Nick.
And we're the Wellness Warriors.
Or the WW Gays.
We keep forgetting every week.
No, we catch up eventually.
We do catch up eventually.
Like we actually say
it's almost like
eventually.
we're that new show. You know when the new TV shows came out where they had a clip of the episode before the intro.
You watch 20 minutes of Lost,
and you're like,
it would say Lost,
and you're like.
Oh right,
Oh right,
right.
They don't have an intro anymore.
They don't play the intro anymore, right?
Yeah, we notice weird things on TV.
So welcome tonight. We have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So if you guys want to chat to us in Zoom, remember to just raise your hand. We also have in Zoom tonight breakout rooms. So if you want to watch the show and chat with others while you're watching the show, go to the breakout room. Just talk to people. You can actually load up the actual conversation what we're doing on YouTube, and you can actually watch from there and then converse if you guys want to do that. So that's a new feature we added
it's something
tonight.
we decided to try out and see if people like that, because a lot of times you guys are muted and you don't get to actually converse with each other. So we thought we would see how that worked out.
Exactly. So
thanks again for all the birthday wishes. I want to thank absolutely all of you live, Facebook, Zoom. You guys have warmed my heart for the last, my goodness, since Friday. It has been a plethora, an overwhelming amount of birthday love and wishes and happiness. And I can't thank you all enough. And I want to start off, first of all, by thanking every single one of you who donated to the fundraiser that I accidentally posted one day, thinking I was canceling it, and then
Jean-Luc was pressing buttons.
I was pressing buttons. It was it intrigued me. So I saw Alzheimer's of Canada, and then I saw I could create a fundraiser for it for my birthday, and then all of a sudden I thought I hit cancel, but no, it posted, and then all of us within 2 seconds, 3 people donated, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm doing a fundraiser for my birthday, which I love. I love that.
I'll be doing one on my birthday too now, actually.
I was able to raise almost $1,200 for the Alzheimer's Association of Canada. And without every single one of you who donated, I could not have done it. So thank you so much for, I feel like it's the least we can do as people. Like my dad suffers from dementia. And so many of you wrote your personal stories about how Alzheimer's and dementia has affected your families. And so, if we can find a way to make everybody, give everybody a chance, or maybe find some type of cure, or at least put things in a different perspective for people, we might as well try. So thank you again so much. It means the world to me. It means the world absolutely to me.
You want to do a bit of mail to get started?
Yeah, let's do some mail.
So your mom sent us a birthday card?
Yes, my mom sent me a beautiful birthday card. I'm not going to read it all, but she sent me a beautiful birthday card. And what was really cute is normally mom sends me a check. I will be honest, she sends me a check in the mail. Well, I opened it this time and it was scratch tickets. And I was like, this is very odd of mom. Mom sent me scratch tickets and 2 649s. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, yay, scratch tickets for my birthday. So I scratch. I won $25. Woohoo! I was so excited. I'm like, yay, $25. So then the week goes by. This morning, I get a message on Facebook. I deposited money into your account. I was like, Mom, you didn't have to give me money. I was like, you gave me scratch tickets. Thank you. But that's mom for you.
So you also got a letter from Richard and Dawn Morse for your birthday and for Easter.
And this is Keikos.
And a little hello as well for both of us.
Yes.
Of course, we love cats.
They do.
And then Sue as well sent us a card.
Yes, Sue, thank you so much for the card.
Alan from Delaware. And as well as Marjorie.
Okay, I have to Ellen from Delaware's card, because this one made me really laugh. It's kind of fun. I love all these funny cards, especially. It says, don't overdo it on your birthday. Said no interesting person ever.
Truth, right there.
I love that. I was like, of course. That was fantastic. And it's been a great birthday. So
it's been an awesome birthday. Like we learned from our last year's events. Like
definitely.
We've learned what to
from
do.
Christmas. We learned from now. And I honestly even think it's going to change all the time.
Yeah.
I just want to make it better. I felt better today than I did the last time I indulged. But now next time I want to feel even better.
Well, I talk about that in a bit, actually. Yep. So also we got in the mail today, I got a package for me. I got Nestea from California. Iced tea.
California iced tea for Nick.
So you guys have known my plight of I've lost my Nestea iced tea here in Ontario, and someone from California actually sent me. Her name is Kate. So thank you so much, Katie. Thank you so much, Katie, for sending me, these these amazing. There's even like, bubbles aren't meant to be chewed, but not to burst, not burst. So I was just so happy that I got this. Thank you so much. And then you want to do that right there?
Yeah, sure. We
Behind-
also. Oh, behind.
behind
No,
you?
you want to do this first, and then we'll do that.
I had that first, but you can do.
Go
ahead.
let's do this first.
Yeah.
Okay, so we also got a package. So we did the retreat, the retreat, and
Power 3 retreat.
Power 3 retreat, and one of the
McCormick product people.
Yes, her name is Linda.
Her name is Linda. She actually messaged us on Instagram, and she actually sent us some product samples
to try out these new McCormick products to try out, which is really cool.
This is a buffalo barbecue sauce that we got. I think we pointed them out. They're mostly 1 or 2 points per serving. So I don't know if you guys have seen these yet in stores, but we haven't tried them yet. So what we're going to do is we're actually planning to do it. Do we like the way it tastes episode to try these out to actually show you guys if we like them.
I will be the only one trying the hot mustard because
Yes,
Nick does not like mustard.
Nah.
And then, but what's really
Goes
cool,
right up there with kale.
Yes, kale. But what's also really cool, they sent us some like no cook freezer jam package and then some dip packages too with yogurt. So we were thinking, hey, it could be cool. It could be fun. And she even sent us like little booklets of all of their spices that they have. And so I thought it was kind of fun to actually write up on the spice to find out how you can use it a little differently, and a cute little recipe book too. So that was fun. Yeah.
So we got all that. And then we got another piece of mail for someone that's here tonight. I can see her right there in the room.
Yes. And
I'm actually going to put this aside, huh? So go ahead.
Yeah. So she sent us this beautiful card, and it's actually Lynn in the corner there, our wonderful Lynn. She had asked about a package that she mailed us last week, and I remember at the Sunday night show, she's like, it was redirected, and I hope you're going to get it, and I hope you get it. And we're like, oh, it's most likely at the post office, so we'll get it, no problem. It's our PO box. So we get there, we come home, and we unwrap one. Like
I cried.
Yeah, we are both in awe. We were gifted an original painting of Keikos in Seba in rainbow colors.
Yeah, the artist. She uses a lot of colors, and I thought of you guys, and I gave a picture of the cats, and she put it together.
We love it. Like,
thank you.
I opened it up, and I know it's a weird thought, but I always think of when I'm going to see this in the future. I always have these thoughts of, like 20 years from now, 30 years from now, and I'll see this picture and how much it'll mean to me to see something like this because of the memory it brings, right? So I just appreciate this so much. Like
I cannot even tell you what it means to us, and I'm telling you, I think it's coming on
our wall back here.
It's coming on the wall back here because we want it on the Sunday night show. Like it's honestly, if they can't be here, if they're hiding, we'll at least have them behind us at all times.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's an early present for Nick, and it's combined.
Exactly. No, thank you so much.
I'm very happy. I get gifts ahead. I believe me, guys. To me, it's like
I get. He has you're gonna get it.
Exactly.
And we just thank you we thank all of you for just sending even the cards mean the world to us. Yeah. We never expect any type of gifts or anything like that. Even the fact that so many of you donated to the cause for in my mind to my dad. Like I sit there, I can't thank you enough, and I feel blessed for having every single one of you in our lives.
Yeah, we were just talking to Rosie and Kim before everybody came on about how we always used to say about last year at this time how you guys don't send us gifts. We feel so awkward, and it's like just thank you. We can't thank you guys enough for everything you do for us. Messages, anything you guys send us, you always make us smile. So you
guys make our day better.
So some celebrations. Let's talk about some celebrations. So we tracked all week this week, all weekdays. So good for us. But then
I followed Nick's points.
Yes, he followed my points. So I tracked everything. I did the poll every day. I followed it. And then, and so today this weekend we indulged a bit more. So you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I was up 0.5 actually this week.
Me too. 0.5.
We were both up 0.5.
I loved our song this week though. We thought of that song, the "Never Gonna Give You," "Never Gonna Give You Up," like the last week. It was last week we came up with it, and now all week we're trying to perfect it. That's why that one was very well. Ready to go. Like there was less mess ups with that one. The people have seen us.
But we didn't do it the day of.
Yeah,
because most of the times it's like 5 minutes before we go.
We're showering in the shower. Like, what song do we do today?
What lyric fits it there?
Pass the soap. Yeah, that's usually how it happens. So yeah, you want to talk about what we did for your birthday?
Well, do you want to do some?
I'll keep them up. I'm waiting till everybody starts sharing them.
Yeah. So basically, my birthday this weekend was Friday night. We stayed home. We were just relaxing. On Saturday, we had the amazing dance party. But Saturday, I had told Nick, I said, I don't want a cake this year. I want to go to a local. I wanted donuts. I don't know what the reason I wanted donuts, but everyone had been talking. I'd been in a lot of work meetings, and everyone was talking about these fancy donuts you can get at a bakery. And I was like, I think that would be fun to go pick a different type of donut instead. So we Googled the place, and we found this place called the Rolling Pin, and called ahead. But they said, no, our store is still open. You can actually still come in and pick out what you want. And we walked in, and the owner,
we actually shared pictures too on Instagram.
Kathleen, I think it was, but I can't remember right now.
Valerie?
No. So anyways, we walked in, and she was super nice, and the other lady was extremely nice. And of course, Jean-Luc and Nick, what do we talk about whenever what is the irony behind this? Jean-Luc and Nick walk into a bakery. This sounds like a beginning of a really bad joke. So Jean-Luc and Nick walk into a bakery, and they talk about WW. Yeah. Can you imagine? Like we did. We literally said, "Oh yeah, we're here. We each lost 100 pounds. We want baked goods." Yeah.
We'll actually step back. A few weeks ago, we actually wanted to buy some desserts at the grocery store, and we saw a 6-pack of butter tarts. Like, oh, we can get those. You know, we haven't had dessert in a while. And we're like, no, we'll wait. What we did this weekend is we bought one butter tart and we split it into 2. Every dessert we bought was different things that we've been craving. And so instead of getting a cake, we got all these little desserts that we split into 2, and we got to enjoy all these different things that we normally wouldn't have. We would just have cake, right? So it was kind of a cool thing.
It was fun. And not only that, I felt we were supporting a local business that could really need the support. And I thought we were getting a treat that we normally wouldn't get. Yeah. And it's not the same type of processed foods that we would buy at a grocery store, because they actually handmade them in their kitchen. I'm not saying they were the healthiest WW versions of the foods possibly, but they were delicious.
80-20. That's what I exactly want to say again. 80-20. Yep. And we've been very big vocal supporters of this. For us, and not saying this is for everyone, us depriving ourselves of all the good things we enjoy all the time leads to us just falling off and binging and eating everything in sight. If we slowly allow ourselves to have treats once in a while but not overdo it, and the thing is to change in our mind is, I know a lot of people say, well, how could you stop? We stop because we've realized in our mind that this isn't the last time I'm having it. When you're on that diet mentality, you're always telling yourself, oh, I'm going to have that piece of cake and I'm never having it again. And so you eat as much as you can because that's the last time you're having cake. But with our mindset of saying this is the last time I'm having this, we can usually stop, actually 90% of the time now, we can stop dead cold what we were eating our indulgences and go right back to our regular routine, because we know that treat's coming back again. This isn't the last time I'm having it. And it's been a big transformation for us to have that kind of mindset.
And it takes time, and it's not going to be something that everyone's going to be able to develop. But if you can try to...
Doesn't always work for us.
No, there's days where it doesn't always work for us. So another thing, too, that I was actually... What you were saying there made me think of something, and now I lost my train of thought. I was thinking of something, and it completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, it was delicious. I don't regret eating that dessert. I don't regret having the Chinese food that we had. I think it was, it was one day. It's done.
Sorry, Lynn.
It's over. Lynn's like, oh, great. Thank you for spotlighting me. She's like, no, not me. She doesn't like being spotlighted.
Sorry. But yeah, so let's do some celebrations. A few of them that come up. So you can scroll back up on Facebook.
I definitely can. We have...
So Carrie's down week 2 back. She's down 4.6. 6 days in a row for exercising for Gwen. Charlotte down 1.2. 3 weeks in a row down. Amazing Charlotte. 3 pounds for Monique. Beth got back into running somewhat regular again, down 3.1. Love it. Gained at 10th for Sarah, but so happy. Clothes still seem to be loosening up. Yay. That's awesome. You'll get it, Sarah. Just keep going. Don't stop. Rosie got out to runs at lunch breaks at work. Woohoo! Running again. Yay, Rosie. Streets from green to blue for Jana. Nisha, keep up working out Monday to Saturday. Patricia, chocolate donut with PB glaze, 1 point chocolate. Ooh, she made your friend made you chocolate donut glaze. You should share that in the group. I'm sure a lot of people probably want to eat some of that.
Someone was asking what the sweet treats we had. We had one creme brulee donut. We had one strawberry donut. There was a dulce de leche square. a lemon muffin, a lemon cupcake, and they weren't big cupcakes.
No, they were
which was
tiny.
Perfect. It was a tiny cupcake.
If you guys go on Instagram, you'll see a picture. We actually posted a picture yesterday of the desserts we actually got. It was like, and Jean-Luc made it all pretty for the picture because he's like, it can't be all ugly. It has to be pretty.
And look at this. I even made myself a bouquet.
Yeah, he made himself a napkin bouquet.
I made myself a
I don't know why you put it up there.
I don't know either. I just
Supposed to
was
be
out of the
here.
way of the kids. I made
Napkin
myself
bouquet.
a napkin bouquet. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah. What you can do with napkins from IKEA.
Yeah.
You should do like a quick video on that.
Yeah, it was easy.
It was easy.
I'm sure people know how to take napkin apart, stick in jar.
So to keep going the birthday theme. So another thing that we had this weekend, we decided to drink. We had some Di Serono. We also had Chinese food yesterday, but we had it as our only meal the entire day. Like basically
so
we
it was
split
lunch, and then we had a little bit more for dinner.
Yeah, we basically had the same one order for the entire day instead of having multiple meals of different things, and it worked for us.
And we also had one bag of munchies. I love how we feel like we need to tell you. I feel like I'm in my confessional right now, telling you exactly how bad I have been. No, I do not want to use the choices that I made this weekend. And it was funny because even at the grocery store, we have there's a brand of crackers that we really like. They're the entire bag,
pot chips.
But they're the rippled ones.
Yeah, we haven't done a video yet on it,
and we haven't done it. We love them.
Yeah.
The entire bag is like 5 points, so we split it between the two of us. It's 2 points, and we get that. That's like our replacement for chips.
Hey Matilda, if you're watching this later, you just got your award. Good job.
Yay! She's doing an activity, an indoor walk. So what ends up happening is there was none of the pop chips that we like so much. And we both looked at each other in line as we were waiting for the groceries. I ended up getting another different cracker replacement. Crispers, the ketchup ones, they're new. And I looked at Nick and I said, we both looked at each other. We have this weird moment.
We can read our minds.
When we read each other's minds. And I said,
we both wanted munchies.
We wanted munchies. And so I went and grabbed the small bag of munchies, not the big
bag, the family size.
I got the small bag. And when I got to the cart, I looked at it and said, if I'm getting these, I won't get the crispers. And I put the crispers back. So I know it sounds funny, but those are little wins. Like, honestly, it's a win.
And I think right there, that's why I think we want to focus on with everyone is those are non-scale victories. When you're at the grocery store negotiating with what you're trying to get and you realize, oh, I could get this, but I'm going to get this instead. That's a non-scale victory. You've made a change. Doesn't mean you're always going to make that choice. And there's no wrong or right choice. It's based on what you're trying to do or achieve that day. Mm-hmm. If you're having a day where you want to have a celebration, you want to have those chips, maybe that's a choice for that day.
And it's that whole mentality is I don't need to buy everything. Yeah. I can get something and be okay with it and move on. I don't need 12 options of it, right?
Exactly.
Okay, except for the 6 desserts that we bought. But anyways, that's a whole other story that has nothing to do with the chips in the grocery store. I'm talking about how proud I was about the chips in the grocery store.
So today we actually went to Starbucks too.
We did. I got my free birthday. This is the first time I've ever used my free Starbucks for my birthday. Is that weird? Like I was like, I got it. Because normally we never buy a Starbucks on my birthday.
No, we never.
And the fact that we live by one, I was like, let's go get ourselves a Starbucks.
So we did that today. We even ordered out for dinner. I had a poutine.
He had a poutine, which I was shocked.
My restaurant one, my first one in
and he actually
2021.
First time ever did we order from a restaurant and the poutine's gravy was on the side. It wasn't even in, so that didn't make a mess. It was very well. It was.
So I poured my own gravy, and it wasn't all mushy, so it was actually still fresh fries.
The fries were still crunchy. The cheese was melted a little bit, so it was kind of it was good. And I ordered a Greek salad wrap, which was delicious.
And I had a chicken on a bun burger kind of thing, like a roasted chicken breast on a bun.
Because we knew we weren't going to feel like cooking. We won't. Again, intentions. We intended to go out for a walk. We made it outside. It started raining, and it was freezing cold.
Yeah, exactly. So today's chat, we wanted to talk to you guys about two topics today. We shared it on a post, and we shared something else. Okay. First things first. Our group, our wonderful Facebook group, reached 6,000 members today.
6,000
this weekend. Yesterday. And I want to thank everyone because we threw out the gauntlet at the beginning of the month. We said we want to reach 6,000 members by April 30th. It is April 18th. You guys totally killed it. Now I'm wondering what we can do to where we're going to get to by the end of the month, by April 30th. I want to actually see where we get to. And we love having all these new people join us and having people just share and hearing other people's stories. I love when we welcome everyone on Mondays and everybody posts their stories below. I think that's one of the major.
It's so cool to see where everybody's coming from or where they ended up finding the group or how they found the group and things like that. We absolutely love that. There was a question out, not a question, but someone from, I believe it was Alabama, said they'd never had poutine before.
Oh.
And they spelled it correctly, which I loved.
Yeah.
So I was like, woohoo, they even spelled it.
It's my favorite food. It's basically fries, cheese, and gravy.
Yes.
That's basically it. And it's my favorite food. I can have it all the time. And
it's just like me with Chinese food. I can eat Chinese food all the time. It is I could eat it 7 days a week if it was an option. I would, which is terrible, which is not the best option. So
yes, and we were asked on YouTube. Someone new who found us today, and they asked us if we're from Canada. Yes, we are from Canada.
We are.
Hi, fellow Canadians, and also our American friends. And then we have UK people watching us at times too. I think Dottie's here today, so I think she's from the UK. So
the taste is delicious, by the way.
Yes, it tastes delicious. It's like cheese curds are like squeaky cheese.
Yeah,
it's delicious.
Cheese. Only it has to squeak. It has to squeak. St. Albert's cheese curds in Ontario are our favorite. They're absolutely yummy.
So one of the topics I want to talk to you guys about tonight was expectations. And the reason is because a lot of the times when we were visiting workshops or talking to people about everybody's journeys, we all come into doing this weight loss journey or a wellness journey with expectations. And a lot of our expectations are built on what we've seen in social media or on TV. And one of the examples Jean-Luc always says in workshops is The Biggest Loser. The weight loss shows, the ones that show you, they lose weight.
Any transformation type of
where they lose
TV show.
Tons of weight in a very short period of time. And so we assume that when we're doing a journey like this and the weight's not coming off in the same speed as you've seen on these shows, we get discouraged. We start saying to ourselves that this isn't working. Why is it not working? Because everybody else seems to drop really fast.
And I think what ends up happening too is a lot of products are promoted as, lose weight fast, do this fast, kill this body fat, kill this, and it's crazy. But that's, even when you're not using those products, those concepts of the idea of quick weight loss then gets applied to your actual healthy journey on maintaining a healthy weight range.
Yeah.
Right? But we automatically apply these diet mentalities to this journey. And then we set these expectations that are sometimes unrealistic.
And so that's why I want to talk about expectations tonight. So a lot of us, there's people in this room and Zoom, on YouTube, on Facebook, are watching us on various locations in their journeys. There's people that have just joined recently. There's people that have joined multiple times. This is maybe multiple times, the second, third time coming back. They just restarted. There's people who have been here a lifetime, been here forever. They're on their goal maintenance. They're doing this and they know how to do this. They're pros at this now. So we have a gamut of people in here. But all of us have different expectations when we start doing this wellness journey. All of us come into this with different things that we want to achieve, different things that we want to do. But I think one of the major things that we always expect is we come in with our I want to lose X amount of weight. And so for some of us, it's the 100 pounds, the 80 pounds, the big lofty goals. And then we come in, we expect things to go fast. We expect things to work in a certain way. And it doesn't work in that way. And then we get frustrated with ourselves. So one of the things that we want to talk about is expectations as to why do we expect to lose weight in the same way? So that's one of the questions that we want to throw out there, because a lot of us go to our workshops and we think, I'm not losing weight as much as this guy over here because he's a guy, or I'm not losing weight as much as this girl here because her metabolism is better than mine. And we have all these, we say all these things that why am I not losing in the same manner as someone else? And the first thing I want to throw out there to everyone out there is look at your own families. Look at your mom, your dad, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, your brothers, your sisters, everyone. Do you all look the same? Do you all gain and lose weight the same way? And I'm pretty sure all of you will say no. So why do we expect to walk into WW, as an example, and expect that all of us in that room will lose the same way? Or that the tricks that work for me will work for everybody else in this room? And I think that's one of the expectations that we want to talk about, because a lot of us expect that. We come into a WW workshop and we ask people, what are you eating? What's the foods you're eating? What's your breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What activity are you doing? What are you doing this? Okay, I'm going to copy you. And we expect that what they did will be this perfect solution for myself, and it will also work for me. But then we try it out, and it doesn't work. And we're like, okay, this doesn't work. I quit, and you leave. And that's what I'm talking about, expectations. Sometimes we have to change our expectations. We have to look around and look at the whole picture to change what we're actually expecting ourselves to achieve and do on this journey.
Yeah, and I think what ends up happening is the expectation, honestly, sometimes it's basically what your why is in fun. You know what I mean? It is attached to some type of a why. So I think, again, it's changing your vernacular. It's changing how you speak about your journey and making you realizing that it doesn't happen in a day. It doesn't happen in a week. And it's going to happen naturally
through time.
Yeah, through time, through consistency, through the love and support that you give yourself. I think that's the one thing we don't do a lot is we get love and support from a lot of people, but do you know how do we actually really sometimes take that love and support, or is it just like, oh, they're saying that just because they're being nice?
Or
and
they're
we
my
think
family.
that sometimes, or they're my family.
Yeah.
Like even Nick said that to me this weekend. We were talking about something, him singing, and he's like, oh, this week I felt really good about the way I sang the song this week. And I'm like, hon, you sing well every week. And he's like, no, but this week was even better. And he's like, you just say that because you're my. He called me his boyfriend, first of all. I'm like, excuse me, I ain't your boyfriend. I'm your husband. And he's like, what? I'm
like, he's my boyfriend and my husband.
I'm both.
Be creative. We're in lockdown, right?
Like, so, but I was like, hon, you sing well all the time. You never sing bad. He's like, yeah, but I don't sing like you. I'm like, of course you don't sing like me. It's not something that you do on all the time. And I said, you've never been trained to sing, so of course you're not going to be this. You're not going to have the same skill that I have. But I've learned how to support my voice. I've learned how to train myself. But yet, if you give yourself that time to do it, you do end up learning things. So it's that same mentality as you can't expect to learn something right away. It's never going to happen to you instantaneously.
So let's bring someone up.
Yes.
Arlene raised her hand.
She did have her hand up.
So I'll add Arlene. Hi, Arlene.
Hey, guys. Yeah, just making a couple of points.
Give us a second. Could be our speaker ends up dying when.
No, because we heard Lynn earlier.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think it might be on your end, Arlene.
I'm unmuted.
Oh, we're good now.
We're good now.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. Good. So I was just taking a couple of notes as you were talking there about expectations, and you know what? I think when we walk into the studio, well, for me, it's almost 2 years since I walked into the studio. I come in with that expectation, and I thought I had a realistic plan. My plan was 2 years, and I talked to my doctor, and he said, make sure you lose it slowly. And I kept that in my mind. But I still had an expectation that after year 1, I would lose this much weight, or after year 2, I would lose that much weight. So that time expectation is one I think a lot of us have. And what I can say is, as soon as I took that time expectation away, I lost quicker than I had expected. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, Nick, you were talking a lot when you were saying, about our expectations, well, this person did this and that person did that. Well, that's the comparison trap we fall into, right? So I wanted to lose the weight like that person lost. Well, let's just remember that number 1, the other thing I want to point out is you were talking about everybody being different bodies and different shapes. So a little bit of math. The average person has to burn more than they intake, 3,500 calories. However, those in the Turtle Club might have to burn up to 10,000 calories to lose that same pound.
Don't burn your money.
You really need to get used to your body, how it works, how you are going to go through this weight loss journey. So time comparison, and once you take away expectations, and I realized this past few weeks, is I was expecting myself to be back to have all my goals and my peak after going through a lot of stuff the last 3 weeks. I was expecting 7 blue dots, peak activity, XXXXYZ. And so this past week, I realized, no, I got to slow it down. First of all, my back's telling me to slow it down again because I threw it out today. But I'm not getting upset about it because I know it happens. It's part of what happens to me. So I just take away that expectation and slow it down. And with the help of some people that are close to me, I remember that I've got to focus on the small, little, manageable goals, the micro habits.
That's
And
exactly
so,
it. That's exactly it, Arlene. Like, and you touched on our second question, which was, why do we expect to be done when we begin? That's what was our second expectation. A lot of us expect that we walk into WW, it'll be instantaneous. They're going to give us the pill or the secret sauce to be able to do this, and then that's going to be the end of it. And that's the whole. When we expect to be done when we begin, and that's exactly what you said. Time. We always think that it should be done a certain way, or we should lose a certain amount. And there's no science. There's no direct thing that says you're guaranteed to lose this amount of weight each week. Your body is going to dictate how that's going to work out.
And that's for anyone. That is even for the most athletic person that has been an athlete for their entire life, where they need to actually learn how to gain weight instead of lose weight. And that science is just as complicated for them because they're still working out and they're needing to intake more food in order to fit certain weight ranges in their athletic or their sport that they're doing. So it's really insane to realize that this is a science that sometimes is not fully explained in my terms. I can't explain it because I don't understand all the biology behind it.
But also, we're all very diverse people. We're not all built the same way. We all have different genes, and so it's the thing that works for one won't work for the other. And I think that's one of the things we always preach or encourage is that no one solution is the best solution. There's just solutions out there for everyone.
But someone in chat said, "I wish it was the minds. I wish I could get a control on the mindset." I will say this.
Sorry, I was just going to say.
I was going to say this. For me, that mindset piece is the piece that keeps me the most grounded eventually. Like that is the one that grounds me the most, where I know if I work on that, my other pillars for me sometimes will follow. Like if I start thinking of myself in the ways that I know I can do things, and I'm proud of what I've accomplished, and I celebrate my small successes, and I celebrate my small wins, those make me want to keep going.
Thanks, Arlene.
Thank you, Arlene.
So the last point I want to do about expectation, and so Arlene already touched on the second one, so I don't want to discuss anymore. But the next one was, why do we expect to ever be able to stop? A lot of us come into WW think, I'm going to do this change in my journey, and then one day I'll get to goal, and I'll just go back to what I was doing before.
I'll never have to do this again.
And I'll be perfect, and then things will be great. And that was our expectation. Because a lot of us come in here saying, I'm not going to eat this right now, or I'm not going to do this right now, or I'm prepping right now because I'm trying to lose weight. And all of us say it, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm doing this because I'm trying to lose weight. And we use that same vernacular because we think that doing what we're doing is just to lose weight. Mm-hmm. But if you really apply the wellness mentality and the wellness lens on this, you're doing this to change your health. You're doing this to become healthier. So there is no end of sight. There is no end timeline. There is no end date. So, and I hate to break it, everyone, there is no you should never expect to stop on this journey. This journey will be continuous forever. And if you're here today thinking that one day you're going to get the goal and it'll be done and the work is over, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. We didn't think that, but we assumed some things about getting to lifetime that we now know were complete bullcrap because it's just as hard.
How many times have I said it? We sometimes put thoughts in our brains that are not true, but we believe them.
Exactly.
How often do we believe our own thoughts that aren't true, or we expect the worst before we even let things happen?
Yeah.
We already think of a result before the result is even given to us. So
or even a chance to even try something to get to that result. We very want to get this instant gratification. We would love for things to just happen right away. That's the way we are.
Or it's the other way around, where we don't think we're able to achieve something because it's too difficult, and we don't even give ourselves a chance to try it out before we say, no, this is a little too hard for me. I might need to scale it back.
Exactly. And I just wanted to, so that's the expectations talk. So I'm going to actually bring Patricia up now.
I want to talk.
So that was all my points about expectations.
It's my birthday. I can talk to people if I want to.
You're going to start singing it now?
It's my birthday. I'll talk to all the people I want to. And it's Patricia's birthday too. Happy birthday, Patricia.
Thank you. It was fabulous.
You're welcome.
I was showing you earlier. Look at, this is one of my bouquets.
Wow.
of my bouquets that I got.
She got real flowers. I love it.
You got cupcakes.
It's
and
so
muffins
pretty.
and
I got
dessert.
chocolate donuts with peanut butter icing for 1 point.
Ooh, yum.
Yes.
Did you make them?
No, her friend
No,
made it.
Marcia did. Coach Marcia.
Okay,
Aw,
cool.
love it.
Anyways, I just love this topic. I could stand here and talk for 6 hours, literally. First of all, one of the things I have to say, Jana and I say this all the time, comparison is the thief of joy. You cannot compare. And another thing that's really key, when we hear about people dropping 5 pounds a week or 6 or 7, a lot of times the people who have lots to lose, like in the higher ranges, do lose faster. But guess what? They slow right down eventually. And you just touched on this, Nick. We have a fast food mentality, and we have to stop that. We are adults. We don't need this now. I need my diaper change sort of thing. Use your mindset, and that is so key as well, strengthening our mindsets. And if we take care of our mindset, the weight's going to fall off. I have an example of someone from one of my workshops. She was having a lot of issues and she was focusing on the scale. She put the scale away and she started focusing on her mind and her pillars. And she's lost 5 pounds in the last 2 weeks. And she's close to the end of her journey. So that just goes to show, just pick one thing to focus on, and it does work. Consistency, consistency, consistency.
And we've been very big. Like the last 2 weeks, we actually talked about the scale and how that number is the detriment to all our journeys. A lot of us want to use
this for the scale, guys.
Okay, what is it?
You're gonna love it. The metal monster.
The metal monster.
Because it meddles in a lot of things. It meddles in our brain.
Well, yeah, and metal as in it's
Love
made
it.
out of metal.
And
But
it's made out of metal.
Monster.
I
Love
love
it.
it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Patricia.
Thank you,
Mwah.
Patricia.
Sorry, I get on my soapbox, but
No,
No,
never
but
apologize.
that's what
Never,
this
never,
That's what
never.
this is about today. It's about, we're talking about these expectations. So there could be people in this room right now who, as we're talking about these topics, are saying, "Oh, I'm expecting this. This is me. I'm actually listening to this right now, and that's how I'm expecting things right now." And us discussing this might make a light bulb go off in their heads. Maybe I shouldn't be expecting this anymore.
Why do you think WW repeats topics over and over and over and over and over and over again? Because we need to hear it
Refresh.
over and over and over and over again. We need to get these ideas rolling into our minds and hearing it different ways and seeing it differently and understanding it differently, and hearing other people talk about it allows you to associate to some people, because some people will talk about it in the way that you need to hear it.
I love your heart balloons, Ellen.
That's birthday balloons.
Oh,
I love my
birthday
birthday balloons. I love you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
I'm very
Thanks for the
glad
card.
that you enjoyed the card.
It was so
Birthday
funny.
cards should always bring joy and laughter. And I accomplished that. So I
Yeah,
feel
it definitely
good.
did. I was so excited when I opened that one. Like, I showed Nick and I was like, oh my goodness.
Even read it to
this
his
is
mom.
I had to read it to my mom. I was like, it just made me laugh.
But it's true what you say about the expectations of our journeys. I'm a lifetime member from a long time ago, and I lost my weight and then I left. And when I left, I did whatever I did, and many years later returned and had a lot more to lose. And
I want to ask you a question there.
Go ahead.
When you came back, curious, were your expectations back to the same when you first walked in, or had they evolved a little bit?
No, they had definitely changed, because I knew that this was my end goal. And I knew coming in this time around, I've done WW only twice. Okay,
Oh.
I went the first time, had lots of
Only a
had lot of
two-timer.
years in between.
Not a 6-timer like us.
Okay, but still, I'm 90 pounds down and I have more to go. And whereas the first time it was 20 to 25 pounds, so if I can impress anything on anybody, It's stick with it and don't leave. Keep going to the workshops or your live meetings or a combination of the two, whatever, because that's when you're here, like you said about the repeated topics, you know, they do that because we need that reinforcement, or at least I do. You know, because I forget, or sometimes when I hear the same topic repeatedly, I grasp something that I didn't grasp the time before, you know,
And
or
and not
maybe I
just
wasn't
that.
ready to hear it.
And not just that, Ellen, as you were a frequent, you used to do a lot of virtual workshops. We still do nowadays. Even within the same week, the same topic at different workshops is not the same. Every group sometimes talks about it differently. So that's why having the topics come back, because you know what, guys, I can come here and tell you guys something in a certain way, in a phrase a certain way, and you'll listen to me like, oh yeah, I get that, and I'm not really register it. But you'll go to another meeting, someone else will say blah blah blah, the same thing I'm saying, but worded in a different way of saying the phrase and different words, and they'll be like, oh my god, I've never heard of that way. Oh my god, that's revolutionary. And what's funny is that used to happen to us on our live studio visits.
But it's the same thing with the next topic eventually that we're talking about, with is the analogies that we use, which I want to talk about. The analogies that we use. Sometimes the analogy that we use does not fit into your journey at that point in time. And sometimes we look at things in a too big of a broad lens. Like today at one of the workshops, I'll say they were talking about getting off the highway and veering off the highway and coming back on, and I was like, wow, they're looking at this really big journey. For some people that might be overwhelming. They're like, oh my god,
so driving across the country.
I said maybe you need to start looking at it. Everybody has to start looking at the way they talk about their journey differently as well. For me, I'm on a bus, I'm in a city, there's a lot of stops along the way.
New York City,
but I have my little ticket that I can come on and off the bus all the time. I have stops, I have my map, and I might go visit the CN Tower in New York. Yeah, that makes sense. I might go visit, you know
what city you're in.
I'll go visit the Empire State Building, but I know I have my ticket, and there's going to be a bus stop somewhere for me to get back on. So thinking about sometimes maybe going, okay, maybe the analogies that I'm using are not maybe working for me or resonating with me. Maybe I need to find other ways of making things resonate well so they stick better for me.
And it's been also brought to, like, in terms of, we've talked about using the right words for your journey, the right definitions of the words that you're using, because again, you're making this about you. If you're saying things, doing things, trying things, and these things are making you feel inadequate, they're making you feel that I hate doing this, I dread doing this, I don't want to do this, then you're not doing this correctly. You have to find a way to make, I'm not saying everything is fun. Believe me, I still hate tracking no matter which way you put it. I still don't like doing it. I never will, but I do it anyways. But it's the one piece that I struggle with still. But everything else, we find a way to make it fun. Our food, our activity, our mindset, community, all of you. All of these things.
You guys are fun.
Jean-Luc.
You guys are fabulous.
Another F word. Thank you so much, Ellen.
You're welcome.
And we're bringing Melanie next.
Miss Mel Bells. Hi, Mel. Oh, look at the background. I love it.
Just requested her to unmute.
Okay, there we go. Hi, guys.
Oh, it even has my name. I love it. That's so cute. Thank you.
There we go.
I already hate that cupcake.
Okay. Okay, so a few things. So last week you were talking about ways of measuring success, and there was a word I was looking for and I couldn't remember it. Of course, after the Fireside, I thought of it. There's something called honesty pants. They're not something you can buy, but there's something you can find in your house that are your way, obviously, of determining your success and how you're doing without actually getting on the scale. Am I frozen?
You are. You're slightly. We can hear you though.
Crap. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move.
Okay, we'll bring you right back. Okay. So while Melanie fixes her, we'll go to Marilyn next.
Marilyn next. Marilyn! It feels like we haven't seen you in such a long time.
Am I unmuted now?
Yeah. You are definitely unmuted.
I just want, well, I don't do Facebook, so I feel like I'm lost. I'm not there with you guys anymore. So I had to come in today because I want to put a smile on your face. But first of all, I just wanted to add, and my smile is a song I'm going to sing you, and I'm not so it's not a happy birthday song, but I just want to say, everybody, it is a long journey. We have to keep going along. And this little ditty that I've written, I tried to email it to you and it wouldn't go. So so it's done to the hokey pokey. And it's, I drive my own damn bus. I stay in my own damn lane. I keep my eyes on the road so I don't go in the ditch. The roads sometimes get bumpy, so I keep my seatbelt tight. That's what it's all about.
Toot toot.
And if you listen to the words, it's exactly what this journey is. We have to drive our own buses. And I did try and email it to you and it wouldn't send. So I'm being very brave and singing it on
Thank
the,
you so
That
much,
was
Marilyn.
the best song ever, and I hope we can steal it from you and put it on our next weigh-in.
One of our weigh-ins. Rosie, if you can send Marilyn our email address in a private message, awesome. So maybe just have a wrong email, Marilyn.
Oh, I did send it to your email that's on the thing. So I don't know whether it's too big to send or something. Like
Could be. So we'll send you the email. We'll see if we can get it somehow.
I'll try it again. But anyway, I love you guys. And for everybody that's helped me along this journey, thank you so much. That's how I this group. And I miss you. I probably won't be on Facebook. So it's just
That's okay.
No worries.
We're still on Connect. We still do this every Sunday. We're here every Sunday. So just join us any Sunday you want. We're always here.
Here, and a happy birthday to you guys. And
Thanks,
thank
Marilyn.
you,
I
Marilyn.
love that song. That song was awesome.
So awesome.
But you know what? What Marilyn just did, and I recommend you to do this. Take one of your favorite songs and create lyrics to it. Make it your little motto, your little anthem that you sing yourself, because it is all we make our little anthems every week.
Before Jean-Luc and Nick used to make up weigh-in songs, we used to actually translate English songs to French.
Yes.
But literally. So it didn't make any sense in French, because in French, when you translate, you got to change the word order. But we would translate literally like the words. So it made no sense. But we sang it like that. And it was fun.
Katy Perry's
Bikini par-dessus.
Bikini par-dessus, which is bikinis on top.
Yeah.
But bikini par-dessus means on top of what you're wearing.
Yeah,
anyways,
like we always did that.
So Mel is back. Yay, Mel!
You're clear now.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
My kitchen. Okay. So what I was saying last time, before I got cut off, was that last week we were talking about finding other ways to measure your success. And I couldn't remember the name of this word I was looking for. And it was honesty pants. So if you grab a pair of pants that when you get to where you feel comfortable, and I'm not even saying you get to a goal, a number, because it's not about the number. When you feel comfortable in your own body, you put on these honesty pants and you keep trying them on, and that you don't even need a scale, because that's just what keeps you in check if you have those pants.
There was someone that was following WW a couple years ago, and she was on Instagram. Some of you might followed her. It was Holy Crap, I'm Fat, and she had Stephanie. She's fantastic, and she had at the beginning of her journey went to Walmart, and there was a bunch of pants on sale. Because when we were able to go into Walmart, there's a bunch of pants on sale or buy clothes, and she had bought 4 or 5 different sizes of the same jeans because they were $4 each. She says, I could buy one pair of pants for $28, or I can buy different sizes of the same pants. And she would try them on every week and not look at the scale. And I love that whole mentality of, why am I going to weigh myself every week when I can put on a new pair of pants and actually get the gratification of maybe tying it up one point?
100%.
I love that.
That was one thing I wanted to share. The other thing I wanted to share, when we talk about comparison, I did write down comparison, the thief is the thief of joy, but Patricia already hit that one. But when I was a WW coach, that was a topic that came up almost every week in my workshops, about how people would compare themselves to others, and how come this person's losing and I'm not, and how come, and then finally I said, okay, we're going to put an end to this week. I came up with a a weekly meal plan, and I got 2 people to try it. They ate the same exact food for the same 7 days, and they came back, and you would have thought they would have both lost the same amount of weight, and they didn't. It's not, you cannot compare yourself to anybody at all. Everybody is their own person in their own life, in their own body, going through their own journey. So that was one thing I just wanted to kind of set straight, because it came up so many times in my workshops. And then the last thing one of the last things I want to share is, when you stop thinking about losing weight, when you talk about getting to your journeys, when you stop thinking about you got to lose weight to get to your goal, and start thinking about you have to get healthy with the side effect of weight loss, when you change that mentality, it makes all the difference in the world. Because when you get healthy, you don't get healthy until you stop getting healthy. Like once you're healthy, are you going to stop getting healthy?
I'm going to get to healthy and I'm stopping right there. I'm getting to healthy and I'm done.
All my like, my A1C levels, my blood pressure, everything is normal now. I'm done getting healthy. Am I going to get unhealthy?
It's because we walk in thinking, if I'm thin, I'll be healthy.
Right.
That's a huge misunderstanding, and that's
it's a
not
very
true.
huge misconception out there about that, because
if I'm thin, I am healthy.
Yeah,
right.
And that's one of the things that we. Go ahead, Mel.
No, I was just going to say, I just had a battery of tests done in the last, let's say, 3 months. Every single blood test that you can possibly imagine for another issue. But every single test result I came back was totally normal. My A1C, my blood pressure, my cholesterol, my fasting insulin, my glucose, everything is totally normal. If you looked at my body, you would say, oh, wow, Melanie, you look great. You look thin and I'm healthy. But you know what? According to WW, I'm overweight. I'm overweight according to WW.
I am too. I'm overweight according to the scales. I'm overweight as well.
I've never been healthier in my entire life. But
the thing is, Melanie, would you be healthy if you were trying to get to that weight that they would want you to get to? Would you be healthy?
I would not be healthy.
Exactly, and me
I
too.
would not be healthy. So I don't give a crap about the number. I don't care anymore. I'm healthy. I feel great. My clothes fit me great. I feel great in my skin, and that's all that counts, and I don't care. So that's the thing. The last thing I just want to share is I heard this on I was listening to an audiobook the other day, and she came up with this great acronym, and it's actually helped me in the last week, and I love it. It's called HALT. So when you go into the kitchen or you go to grab something, if you
angry, lonely, tired.
Oh, you guys know that?
Yeah. Of course we do. We have a TikTok video on it.
That's right. I totally forgot. See, that's why we need to hear these things again, because I felt like I was hearing it for the first time.
And that was HALT again, right? Hungry, angry, lonely, or tired.
Right. If you're hungry, if you're really, really hungry, then eat. But if you're angry, lonely, or tired, and you can come up with 100 of other emotions, then you got to look for something else to do. So that's all I wanted to share, all that information.
And it's even create your own acronym that works for you. It doesn't need to stand for HALT. It doesn't need to be HALT. It could be any word that you associate words that will stick into your mind. Thank you so much, Mel, for sharing. Thank you.
Thanks, Mel. Oh, she said happy birthday, but I muted her before.
That's okay.
So we are running short on time. So everybody else in Zoom, please keep your hand up. We will come to you guys right after we shut down. So please don't leave. Please keep your hands up. I feel bad when people with their hands up after we stop being live. So please don't put your hands down. So I'm so glad we got to talk about this topic.
This is
today.
A really fun topic to talk about.
Because I think, like I said, we expected a lot of these things when we first joined.
We still have expectations to this day.
But not these expectations.
But not this type of expectation anymore.
We don't have these expectations anymore. We don't have an expectation that we're ever going to stop what we're doing. I no longer know that someday I will stop my rules, my guidelines that I've created for myself and my new habits.
No, I expect them to always be new ones and different ones that evolve because I'm evolving.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any younger. None of us are, unfortunately, but although I feel like I've taken a drink from the fountain of youth, yes.
I have released pictures. We both released pictures, and I'm sorry, compared to back in the day pictures, we definitely look younger than we used to sometimes. I actually look at those pictures sometimes, I'm like, wow, No, you don't have thinning hair.
Oh, I
Just-
do a big bald.
Why I do more than you.
But anyways, that's a whole other
That's a
story.
whole other story.
Rogaine,
Yeah, yeah. No, nioxin.
nioxin.
That's what I use
Yes.
because I'm losing my hair, everyone. But
I
okay.
guess once we get real haircuts one day, it'll be
Yeah.
nice too. Sue.
Yeah.
Can't wait till you can come over again.
So coming up next week on our Fireside Chat is our special guest, Nicole. So for those of you who have not watched our Have You Met episode that came out last night, Saturday at 7 p.m. last night on our YouTube
Yes.
channel, please check it out. Nicole shares her story of how, a dream, her father came to her in a dream and told her she needs to make a change. And she did. And so that whole interview was released last night. Please watch it. She's our guest next week on our Fireside Chat. She's actually here tonight. I think I saw her earlier, so I don't know if she's still here. I'm assuming she is because I don't think she'd come in and just leave. Maybe she did though. No, she's here.
She's
I'm actually
here.
gonna spotlight her right now. So
Nicole!
I know she's nervous about next week. So hi, Nicole. I'll just
Practice run.
practice run.
You're not live right now. Just letting you know.
No, she is live. What are you talking about? Hi, Nicole.
How are you?
Doing
Good,
okay? Are you
Sorry,
excited for next week?
very excited. I've already got a lot of positive feedback from my video that I shared on my page. So yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do that. It really, if it helps anyone, I would be honored, but it helped me. So I am grateful.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do it with us. Because you know what? If you think about it, these interviews are everybody opening up and
Yeah.
sharing their stories about what they've gone through in their life.
It's
so
becoming being a little bit being vulnerable in front of a bunch of people, and I hate to say it. Our minds automatically go to, what are they going to think of me?
yeah. If anybody wants to share Nicole's interview, please share it to your Facebook groups, your WW groups, your friends. People are saying in chat right now, Nicole, that it was very inspirational. People calling you awesome. The video was amazing, inspirational. So I'm glad. Like I said, we do this to inspire people. We actually have something else in the works. That'll be starting in May.
Oh yeah,
a blogger is coming to our.
We're adding a blogger to our website.
You know this person.
and you
on
guys
Connect
all
a
know
lot.
this person on the Connect already.
That's all the hints we're dropping right
That's
now.
all we're
but
saying.
There's a blogger coming to our website.
You've read many things
from this person. So if you sign up to WDAs.com and subscribe to our newsletter, you'll get the details eventually.
And don't forget to check out Nicole's video as well if you need it. We'll make sure that it's posted on our page.
I already posted in our group as well. I'll be posting again on Tuesday because she's going to be the featured Transformation Tuesday this week. So
Woo-hoo!
you'll be seeing that as well. So thank you so much, Nicole. We'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.
That's awesome. I love that she was here. I love that every week the next person's
It's kind of
here.
cool, yeah.
I love it. It's kind of
because
fun.
the person after that one's here too, and that's
it's kind
on
of
May 1st. Our new video comes out with our new Have You Met video, which is with Carol.
Yeah.
Walking Queen,
young and sweet, only 17. Oh yeah. No, I
Again.
can't do that.
Yeah.
You can dance. No.
So that comes out on May 1st, and she will be our Fireside Chat guest on May 9th.
Yes, so that's coming up. Next week's video is our favorite things, the Da Vinci sugar-free syrups.
Yes,
which
we use them.
We use them all the time, which we get from, you'll see in the picture or the video that we
There's
did,
a
there's like
lot.
a mountain of them in the video. We had
And
a lot
I
of them.
do it on purpose because you buy them, and if you spend a certain amount at the
Local grocery store.
grocery store, you don't pay for
Hey,
delivery.
they don't go bad, so by the time we use
So
them.
we use them. Yeah.
So that's coming out next Saturday. We are doing workshop visits this week. On Tuesday, we're visiting the peer group Gen X in Canada.
And on Wednesday, we're in Palm Springs, California.
On Thursday, we're in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
And then on Saturday, we're in Sydney, Nova Scotia, St. Rose, Quebec, Victoria, BC, and Palm Springs, California.
And then Sunday, we're in Westerville, Ohio, Madison Heights Point, Wisconsin, DeCock, Coles, Illinois. I don't know how to say that. San Mateo, California, and Chino Hills, California. For any workshops that are on our schedules, guys, the U.S. workshops are changing a lot. Like, yes, today, for example, we went to 2 of them. No one showed up. Like, they didn't even launch. So our schedule is very fluid because the workshops are being transitioning as well still. So if you ever show up to a workshop and we're not there, it's because there's no workshop there, apparently.
Well,
and we didn't know either.
They won't be there.
Yeah, they won't be there either. So
They're
none of us will be there.
They're going to be in a room alone going, why did nobody show up?
Exactly. So that's all our workshop visits this week. I hope you guys enjoyed our show. We will also share right now I'm going to share all our credentials, all our beautiful stuff. So if you guys want to send us a mail or visit our website.
I was expecting at least a happy birthday sung to me from the group on Facebook.
You want it on Facebook?
Of course. I was hoping of a group happy birthday.
Okay, so let's do that first. Okay, so everybody, you're now allowed to mute yourselves Go ahead and let's have a happy birthday.
I'm dying for this. Okay, I'm gonna count you all in. I'll conduct you.
Birthday
Day
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Buenas tardes,
I love it.
My niece? I heard Ezra knew.
Love it, guys. So much. Thank you, everyone.
That is the best. I absolutely love it.
So I just reviewed everyone.
Just made my night.
Yes, thank you so much,
Just
everyone. That
made
was
my night.
amazing. That was so cool. You guys can watch that on YouTube later. It was beautiful. The
Don't
beautiful
worry,
rendition.
I'll be selling it on iTunes very
Yes.
soon. I'll sell it on iTunes.
Beautiful music. Beautiful music. So now I will share. Are you okay now?
Of course.
So happy birthday, honey. I hope you had a good birthday. Was it okay?
It was
at least?
fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It was a great birthday. Thank you so much.
So if you guys want to find us, there's our Facebook group, Wellness Warrior Peeps, the WB Gays group. You can also find our Facebook page, I'll Connect the Wellness Warriors.
You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok, and connect by using @the WW Gays.
Visit our website, www.gays.com,
And
or our recipes, www.gays.com/recipes.
Or you can send me mail because I love letters, and I mean just letters or cards or whatever. And it's P.O. Box 91152, Bayview Village, Willowdale, Ontario, M2K2Y6.
Canada. And then you can also send us an email at www.gays@gmail.com. And we love you guys. See you guys next Sunday, 7 p.m., same time, same channel, same Zoom room. Nothing changes every week. We're here every week. And we'll see you later. Bye.